The rules of Great League Copycat are simple. We play with this team until we lose. When we lose, we adopt the team that we lost to, and we just see how far it will take us. Yeah, we'll just see how far it will take us. We might Copycat for the rest of the day, just because it's early ranks. It lets us use some silly Pokemon. Maybe we have to spend a little Stardust. It's a good time. Tony Stark. Sus. Azumarill. Well, I don't have a great Azumarill answer. Anywhere on my team, right? I don't have a great Azumarill answer anywhere on my team. I'm not going to start with the Charmchu now. But I think there is something to be said about the fact... Ow. Wasn't expecting to get Hydro Pumped. That Wishcash is almost a fair trade into Azu, right? Just based on amount of... Okay, well. Good news, bad news, right? They did switch, and we do get to put our Guzzlord in. I don't love that, because it puts us in this awkward spot where, like... You know, I'm not shielding anything here, but we are. I wish I had banked that energy. Yeah, return. That's fine. Kind of wish I had banked that energy because we're just not going to do anything to Azu here. Why not Vig? Because I want to make sure I get some value out of this Guzzlord. Right? What I should have done is not thrown that Scald. That's really the mistake I made. And we got a shield here, so I'm feeling pretty okay about our choices, right? Azu's gonna have a hard time getting the shield back from either of these Pokemon, so in fact, I'm gonna just go here, eat this energy, right? Keep both of our shields and hope, fingers crossed, that Vig with 2 shields is going to be enough to get me to where I want to be, right? We'll use one of them probably in this matchup. To try and get through this. If I can farm it even better. Nope. Well, butts. Big old butts. It's not to say that this isn't winnable for us. It's just going to be a little awkward, right? Because I think we're about on pace to tie here for the next move, right? So I need to survive a seed, Seed Bomb got buffed. So I need to be able to survive a Seed Bomb. Right? Which we do. We do comfortably, actually. Oh, I overtapped by 1. I'm such an idiot. All right, well, we lose. My bad. I was trying to make sure we had enough energy to go to the body slam, but I overtapped that by 1. It happens. My bad. My bad. That's a shame. That game was ours. That game was ours. All right, well, I got greedy. I tried to play a little bit too too greedy there. I tried to quote unquote be good, and I would have I fancy play syndromed myself out of that win, basically. I could have just rock slid on schedule, and I still think I would have outraced to body slam to win the game if I didn't kill him with counter. So I think I just punted that one, but that's okay. It means we're playing a different team. So let's see. What my opponent wants to do. Okay. Now, I do wish I had a slightly different move set right now. And I wish I hadn't thrown that move either, but... See if my opponent's on Ice Beam. Definitely was not. Definitely 2 games in a row where I've made some pretty suboptimal plays. Oh. Made some pretty suboptimal plays. Because I've basically given their Talonflame a massive energy lead, right? Although if they're gonna shield multiple times here, I'm gonna be pretty okay with our trade-off. It means they probably have an Azu counter, right? Like a good Azu counter, but... Because, yeah, they're gonna go for the old bubble down there. But the nice thing is I can literally just be like, okay, fine, Azu. I'll make up that energy advantage if they don't switch. If they switch to anything other than Talonflame, then we're good, right? Like... I can even use one shield here, which I might. Like, no, I'm not going to. I'm keeping the Sableye with 2 shields. Like, these player ups are not going to do enough damage for me to care. That puts me at 100 energy. The Talonflame has 3 moves in, but like, I don't think they're killing me before I Hydro Pump them to death. Oop. Okay. Yeah, they're flame charge me a couple times, but... And by a couple times, I mean they get to flame charge me once. Hopefully this kills them. If they do get a second flame charge here, it'll be a little bit of a bummer, but I still feel pretty good about where we're at. No, we're good. We're good. Oh no. Anyway. Where does this put us? Power Whip. That's fine. We do also have close to a play rough stored, so we do have that option as well if it came down to it, but we're not gonna need it. We're not gonna need it. Sableye with 2 shields remains very, very strong, and even with some mistakes, we were in a good enough position there where we overcame. So. We'll try and not play ourselves out of these games. let's try and keep ourselves in the game with our play. I'm falling back into some bad habits about doing chip damage on swaps where I have a really good counter. We need to stop doing that. That's just an old bad habit of mine. Dragonair is a good lead for us though. It's a pretty good lead for us. Can't imagine they're all that interested in staying here, but they could be looking to catch a move, right? Or they could just be like, you know what? I do a ridiculous amount of damage to you, so I'm gonna force it, right? Nope, they're gonna catch. They're gonna go ahead and catch a a player off, which is not great. Not great for us, but hey, it's fine. Are they faster than us now? I mean, the thing is, I don't know how the Steel Wing and Polion plays out, basically. These days, I don't know all of its matchups terribly well. I know that's not a terrible matchup for them. Okay, they're going to just... Yeah, the funny thing is my opponent just mistimed their... they literally mistimed that swap, right? They swapped late. They quite literally swapped late there and caught the move. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. They do have shield advantage at least, right? They don't anymore, but they did. Are they going to catch another one? I mean, it's very possible that they're going to try and catch another one. I don't know what their other Pokemon is, but they could try and catch another one. But given that they mistimed their last catch, I'm just going to throw on schedule this time to see if maybe... Okay. Show me your last Pokemon. Oh, that's definitely not going to do it. Hi there. That's certainly not... what, Leaf Blade? Leaf Blade does slap. We're going to not get cute with over farming energy, especially into a matchup where I don't actually know the counts terribly well. I only know old Gallade counts. GG's. All right. Good old-fashioned Azu double ghost is looking mighty playable. Looking mighty playable. Maybe it's a good thing we lost that first game. It was all 5D chess. I wanted to lose that game so I could play this team because it was going to match up really well into what I was going to see. Like I said, we're just playing 5D chess here, y'all. Hi, Venusaur. I'll shield a Sludge Bomb. I don't love it, but I feel like we have a pretty reasonable chance of like... Okay, so this Stun Fist comes back, sure. But now I'm at a ton of health, and, you know, they're just going to concede. Like, I guess they maybe thought their win condition was me baiting, but I'm not going to bait there. I'm just going to take my lumps. And it's fine. Easy. Even we're on the same team with Ape and Sable. That seems good. That seems totally reasonable. They do similar things, and they have slightly different matchups. Depending on your Azu moveset, it probably is nice to have a better steel counter too. Hey, look, another Dragonair. Another Dragonair. Not a Shadow this time, though. Vigoroth. All right, well, we're going to go here. I think this is correct. Could be wrong about that, right? This is a slightly awkward matchup. Mostly because they do a little bit of counter damage, right? Just a little. You know, enough that it's enough that it creates some awkwardness for us. Ooh. That's pretty good for us, though. Now, the downside is I don't know that we win the one shield, right? Like, we actually did generate advantage here. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we just say... It's a little awkward to do it, but I think maybe we just say, we got you, and that's fine. And we'll just take shield advantage, and hopefully we can leverage that shield advantage into something more valuable down the road. Like, I'm kind of thinking we're going to use a lot of this... Like, I'm gonna take my lumps here and get about 1 billion energy on this, right? Max out the energy and trade for the health. And then hopefully we can find a way to win up a shield, right? We're gonna literally be at 100 energy. What's your okay, that's not great. It's not great, but there is a silver lining. Well, okay, the silver lining is a little awkward too, right? Because we're going to come in here, but the Dragonair is real, and it's at full health, and it is just going to do a pretty good job of powering through us with Dragon Breath, right? So I don't want to give him a chance of... yeah, perfect. I don't want to give him a chance of winning by just no shielding. We're up a shield currently. I think I can get to 2 Shadow Balls. We're not going to fuck around with that. I think it's greedy to bait there. The matchup's way worse if we don't, right? Like, essentially the position we're in is terrible, but because like if they shield, we're gonna have to get to another Shadow Ball, and it's gonna take most of our health to do it, but we will do it. We won every single game with the Azu team. That's funny. Lol. And got another grubbin for our trouble. Lol.